Hey everyone, Bill and Carrie here with KB Treks.
Hello.
I hope you're enjoying these series of videos. If you've been following along, we're actually on part 3 now for our day at Epcot. We just had so much going on. It was so full.
So much food, so many attractions.
We're just sitting down editing and going, these are getting a little too long, so we want to kind of cut these up a little bit so they're a little bit easier for you to watch and jump ahead and all that. But let's go for part 3 of our first day at Epcot, including food and wine.
No, flower and garden.
I did it again. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Making it to the UK Pavilion, and over there's Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and people are lining up to get photos with her from a distance. I don't know how well you can see it, but you got Captain Hook and Peter Pan sparring here. There's topiaries. We're in front of the sports shop in the UK Pavilion, and there's a rabbit topiary and Winnie the Pooh. I like Winnie the Pooh. She looks great. She's got a balloon too. Across from there is Tigger, and Piglet is riding on the back of Eeyore. Making our way to Canada from the UK. And across from the festival building there's Kermit. Across the way from Kermit is Miss Piggy, waving hello. Where are we headed now?
We are going to go inside the festival center. So this is very new. There used to be just kind of like random programs and shows and stuff. But when we were here in November, they had some booths from Food and Wine were in here. Now they've got some additional booths for Flower and Garden. We're going in, see what there is to eat and drink.
Getting a nice breeze of air conditioning coming to the door, and I gotta put my mask on. Just walking in, and when we were here in October for Food and Wine, they had a gift shop area over here, but they don't seem to have that now. But all these are different booths where you can get different collections of food and drink. In the center of the room, they have a pianist playing some classic Disney songs.
So this is from the Cider House, and we've got the potato and cheddar biscuit with salmon tartare, and then we got a cider flight. So we've got a pink lemonade cider, a watermelon hard cider, and hard cider triple jam. But the salmon is just like this wonderful smoked salmon. It's really good. Got a lot of flavor. I'm not sure what the, like the crema on top is, but it pairs very well. And then there's some dill on top too. So this pink lemonade one is really good. It really does just kind of taste like a spiked pink lemonade.
I really do like the pink lemonade too.
Yeah. The watermelon one, I mean, it's okay.
It's refreshing, but not outstanding.
Yeah.
And jam hard cider.
Yeah. That one's, yeah, I guess it's kind of on par with the watermelon.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's nothing spectacular, but this pink lemonade one is really good.
Well, you can have the rest.
Oh, thanks. The cider flight was $9.50. The potato biscuit was $5.50.
All right, what'd you get either again?
So I actually really enjoyed the potato biscuit. I really liked the salmon. The portion of the biscuit I had was really good. I would definitely get it again. Probably would not go with the flight again, but I really, really liked the pink lemonade cider, so I think I would get that again. What about you?
You can get the pink lemonade cider.
You can get them all separate.
Yeah, I have to agree with Carrie, but I wasn't as big of a fan of the biscuit, but I do agree with everything else. As we walk out of the festival center to the right of the exit is the Mickey and Minnie topiaries. These are great looking. You knew there had to be a Mickey and Minnie topiary somewhere.
Somewhere, yes.
Just wasn't expecting to be there, so if you're looking for it, it's by that building near the exit. So that's cool. I think we're done with eating.
Yeah, I think, we've got a big dinner coming up a little later, and there's many things I want to enjoy.
Yeah, so we're going to be eating at Wine Bar George at Disney Springs, so stay tuned for that video. Right now we're going to continue our circle. We're going to go toward Canadia and head back to Future World and get some rides in before we have to leave. Walking back to Future World from Canada, you can see these flowers, and they have them in the designs for Mickey's around this little pond here. Of course, it would be a better view if we went down the middle walkway. Coming up to the split, we can either go toward Mouse Gear, Test Track, and Mission Space, or Imagination Seas and Land. We're gonna go left and head toward Soarin', I think. In front of the Imagination Pavilion, they have these floating potted plants, which just look pretty. What are these, hun?
They're just filled with impatience, but...
Impatience?
Yeah.
There's a lot of impatience at Disney World. What? Also across from Imagination Pavilion is this Lion King topiary with Simba. Kind of behind the topiary with Lion King. Carrie wants to be a Figment. Gotta line it up just right. Just my little figment of my imagination. See, I tell people I'm married and they don't believe me because they think it's a figment of my imagination, but no, there she is. There's my wife, laughing at me, rolling her eyes. It hurts her eyes when she rolls them, but she still does it just because, you know. Hi.
Hi.
We're gonna go into Journey into Imagination with Figment. And there's a fun Figment topiary right in front of the sign for the entrance to the ride. I like Figment. Say it with me, huh? Imagination, imagination, imagination,
No.
Those are just the words, right?
No.
The only words, right?
No.
Imagination, imagination. Standby says 20 minutes. We'll see about that. If that's the case, I think that's as long as I first in line for this ride. TV geek side of me. This is a scope monitor that they would use for TV cameras in studios. This red light comes on when they're using that camera. Here comes our ride. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Woo! Yeah!
I don't think this is that kind of ride.
No.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
This is supposed to be for the Peter that wore tennis shoes. And there are other references to Disney movies throughout this ride.
With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Now here's a real open house. Come on in. Imagination is a blast.
Hey, Mickey, right there. Imagination. A dream.
A dream come true. With just a spark from me and you. Imagination.
Imagination.
Okay.
That's fine. Alright, anyway. Well, I was waiting.
9 minutes.
That ain't bad.
Nope,
So-
said it was 20.
Yeah, so put that in half. So lucking out with that still.
Yeah.
Go through the Imagination Labs, which still are not functioning right now. But we're gonna walk over to land and see about Soarin'. If this is fully up and running over here, it would be meet and greets. I believe this would be joy, sadness, characters from Inside Out. Here is Wreck-It Ralph. Staircase here used to go to a second level of the pavilion, but now it's for DVC. Actually, before we go into land, over here is a butterfly walkthrough. We're gonna go check that out. There does not seem to be much of a line for that. This is to the right of the Imagination Pavilion, in between Imagination Pavilion and the land.
So the cast member, as we were just walking by, said we do not need to wear our masks in the butterfly garden because it is considered outside.
Oh, that's nice.
Winnie the Pooh is over there.
Winnie the Pooh just came out and he's kind of walking this way. He popped up kind of behind the Imagination Pavilion in this field. We made it! Go through these beads. Oh. Nice in here. All kinds of butterflies flying around. And these are plants that you can have in your own yard that'll help with pollinators. Like butterflies and bees. This little thing is not a birdhouse, but it has cocoons in there, and when they hatch, they can just be part of the exhibit. You can see quite a few of them have already done so.
Actually, do you see?
Oh,
there's actually like...
Looks like there's one kind of coming out right now.
I see something happening in there.
Yeah, see it.
Right there. Can't really hold my camera very still. That's cool. I don't know how well it's showing up a camera, but you can see just a bunch of them. Right around here. Here's another one of those cocoon houses. We can get a little bit closer so we can see some of these. Look at these guys. I can't tell if they just got in or they're ready to come out. That's awesome though. That's kind of neat. That's actually like one of the more larger butterfly houses that I've been in, and a lot of really cool plants in there too, along with the butterflies. Again, that's just the left of the land in between the land and the Imagination Pavilion. Now,
It was very pretty.
for the third time, even though I've said it like 3 times now, we are actually going into the Land Pavilion. I keep forgetting to take off my mask when I leave. In this case, I almost forgot to put my mask on before we went in, but we're officially in the Land Pavilion. We gotta go downstairs, get to Soarin'. Soarin' around the world, soarin' around the... Wait, there's no song for Soarin'. Anyway, wait time says 40 minutes. Oh, that's cool. It said 40 minutes, but as we walked up, it dropped down to 35. I don't remember that ever happened before. Usually it's the other way.
Usually it's the other way around.
As we walk in, it goes from 40 to 45, not from 40 to 35. I can't wait to see Patrick. Everyone's favorite flight attendant.
We'll begin boarding.
It's Patrick.
First, I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information.
They just removed the partitions on the rides. Are you ready to go soaring?
Yes, I am. Put the camera away.
But it's what I do.
Put the camera away and enjoy the ride.
But it's what I do.
Put the camera away. What did you think?
Oh, I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
The weight wasn't bad. It's at 35 we walked in, and ended at about 30.
We needed about 30, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And we actually got some good seats. We're in the middle row.
We were B2. So
So,
middle section, middle row.
which is good because like things like the Eiffel Tower were
The
distorted.
Eiffel Tower is straight when you're in section B.
Otherwise, if you're off to the side too far, it gets a little crooked. But we're gonna head over to Living with the Land.
Living with the Land.
Awesome. Living with the Land says 5 minutes, so pretty much walk on. So something that was interesting about Soarin' was today they removed the plastic separators between people. So
They wanted one seat between each party, but there were no longer the dividers that had been up there before.
yeah, they got rid of the partitions. So that was cool. All right, Living with the Land. Here comes our chariot.
The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. Most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet.
This wait said 5 minutes, but it's really just straight up walk on.
Right on.
What do you think? You want to hit up the seas? Hit the air, land, and now seas, right?
Yes, let's see what we can do.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do.
I'm the one with the dad jokes. One thing that's nice is they still have these hand sanitizing stations everywhere. So you don't have to worry about if you have hand sanitizer that you're or ran out on, you can still find these stations everywhere. Wandering into the seas with Nemo, line says 15 minutes. Under the sea, under the sea.
Wrong movie, hun.
I can't even see you rolling your eyes at me in this. It's so dark. Oh, there's Nemo. I found him. Show's over.
Okay, little kids, get ready to ride.
See? They're everywhere. I found Nemo first.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
I found him first.
Okay, fine, you win.
Okay.
She wins. That's the game. She wins. What's the game?
I win.
I win.
I win.
Normally we like to explore through the Seas Pavilion, but two things. One is with COVID, a lot of things are still not open, like Turtle Talk with Crush, but you can still check out like the manatees and walk through and see the fish. But the other reason is we only got like an hour until we need to leave to get to our dining reservations at Disney Springs. So we want to hit at least one more stop on the way.
We want to hit up Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, we got to get in that golf ball. We were kind of lucky because they were going to shut this down a year ago to remodel it, redesign it. But because of COVID, they didn't. And we were able to ride it one more time in November. And then we were not planning this trip.
No,
so,
this was a very spontaneous trip. So
but
we get to ride it again.
It just gives us one more chance to thank the Phoenicians. Oh yeah. This path used to not be open for guests. More of a backstage thing for cast members. But it's kind of nice because it makes the walk a lot shorter to get from the seas to Spaceship Earth. Right, it says 10 minutes, but it looks like it's going to be pretty much walk on. It's our time chariot. This doesn't look like a DeLorean or a call box or I don't know, the Star Trek Enterprise? I don't know. This doesn't look like a lot of things. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
During your slow-moving journey, your time machine will
I got an eye roll and it wasn't even a bad joke.
stop momentarily.
I'm either getting a lot better or a lot worse. Here's what's cool for me, because my dad used to work in rooms that look like this. I really don't like test. Oh, you're not a planner at all. Oh, it's funny to see our photos turned out. See how bad it is with our mask.
They didn't show up.
Oh, they didn't show up. Oh. Near the front of the park, and we totally missed this when we came in. The new
Fountain.
yeah, the new Epcot fountain with the thing, but it's kind of neat here. The sun coming through turns to a prism and we got a rainbow. I kind of miss the gravestones. Don't you miss the gravestones? The gravestones were the
obelisks.
Yeah, whatever you want to call them, but they have people's pictures and everything's on. We totally missed this when we came in. Here's a Sorcerer Mickey right at the entrance. We notice as we're leaving, those, I call them tombstones or gravestones, but they're called Leave a Legacy. This is what those are now. They are near the exit. And you can find them if you know what the number was. You got your photo on there. So I wonder where, was it NSYNC?
NSYNC is on here. I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere on here.
They're somewhere on here. They don't have names. They usually, a lot of times it's just faces. Well, that's going to do it for our trip to Epcot for our evening here. We're headed to
Saratoga Springs.
And then we're going to go to
Disney Springs.
Yeah, we can't get to Disney Springs straight from Epcot, so we have to take a shuttle to a resort and then go from the resort to, they don't want people parking for free over at Disney Springs and then going to the whatever. Anyway, so we want to thank you for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
You've been watching TV Treks. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe to another out there. Until next time, good luck and have fun.
See ya.